Hey guys, I'm a forester here with a brief summary of my career. I'm going to try to do it in 3 minutes or less. It all started in 1971 when I went to work for Rose Patch. It was a textile company in Lenoir, North Carolina. And I worked for them second shift and on the weekends my junior and senior year of high school. When I graduated from high school, I didn't plan on going to college. I was just going to go to work. I wanted to work in forestry, and I got a job working for the North Carolina Forest Service in Morganton, North Carolina. It was at a seedling nursery called Edwards Nursery, where we grew millions of seedlings. The labor that they used was very unique. They used labor from the local prison and the local mental institute that were transitioning to live back into society. So there are a lot of stories that I could tell from that period of time, and maybe I'll do that in the future. I did decide to go back to school because that job was the best education I'd ever had. I decided I did need a college education. So I ended up going to North Carolina State University, got a degree in forestry, and went to work for Weyerhaeuser in eastern North Carolina in their tree improvement department. That was in 1977. I decided that I wanted, excuse me, to go into research full time, so I went back to the university, to NC State, and got a master's degree in tree improvement, forest genetics. My first full-time job that I consider full-time was in 1979 for Boise Cascade Corporation. We owned about 500,000 acres in the Carolinas and several mills and plans to build a paper mill in South Carolina. I was in charge of their research department, mainly genetic research, fertilization research, and herbicide research. I did that and I really enjoyed it because I felt like we were working on our own land, on our own property. We didn't have to convince somebody to do something. We just had to decide what to do and do it. That all came to a halt when Boise Cascade shut down the operation to move to Alabama. They bought a paper mill there. I had the option to go to International Falls, Minnesota, or to go to Alabama, and we decided to stay locally, stay here at home. So I went to work for the South Carolina Forestry Commission in 1988, and I've worked for them for 37 years. So I'll be retiring shortly. I'll be 70 in just a few weeks, and by my count, I've worked for 54 of my 70 years. And we'll see what I have left to do, how much more gas is in the tank after I retire. Y'all take care.